Okay, welcome to the GCSE English course outline. Now, obviously, this isn't an option that you can choose. It is compulsory, but it is vitally important you have a clear idea of the course, the outline, and how to prepare for it, okay? So you'll see from this first slide that what I have done is broken down the exams that you'll be working towards in your GCSE years. Okay, so you do 4 exams in English. You do 4 exams. You do a literature paper 1 and you do a literature paper 2. That is books that you study over year 10 and year 11. So the literature paper culminates in a question on Shakespeare, which will be 50 minutes, and a question on Charles Dickens, and literature paper 2 is a modern text that you study, and poetry. Now your language papers, language paper 1 and language paper 2, these are 80 marks each, and what these are testing you on is all of your understanding, all of that hard work that you have done over the last few years at Chobham. So your comprehension, your evaluation, your language analysis skills, and then your ability to write, how well that you can write in a creative fashion and how well you can write in a non-fiction fashion. So you will also see I've included now onto the next slide the breakdown that when you dive into the course, what you'll be doing. Now, you'll start with the modern text. Now, previously our modern text has been a choice of Animal Farm by George Orwell or Inspector Calls by J.B. Priestley. So if you want to get ahead and dive ahead, that's something that you can focus on. We have taken out Lord of the Flies. We won't be focusing on Lord of the Flies, but that is an area that you can focus on with regards to Inspector Calls and Animal Farm. Hopefully we might streamline that to Inspector Calls to make that easier for you. Now, after that, into Autumn 2, you can see we move on to working in conjunction, our poetry cluster. Now, there's 15 poems. You'll see that literature paper 2, we do power and conflict, unseen poems, and then you have to compare 2 poems. So what we do is throughout the 2-year course, we ensure that all of these 15 poems are covered. All of these 15 poems are covered, and we've broken them down into nice, easy clusters for you to compare them. So that first cluster you'll see in Autumn 2 is on identity. Spring 1 is Shakespeare. Now, most teachers currently, because we have the choice, do focus on studying Macbeth. Hopefully this will be streamlined just to Macbeth, but some teachers have strengths in other areas and they like to teach Romeo and Juliet. But the good thing is, over Key Stage 2, Key Stage 3, you would have been exposed to some Shakespeare, so you'll be able to work on that. Now, you'll also see, in conjunction with starting this new course for you, the step up, is that there's parallel learning. And alongside your learning of the modern text, that you will also be focusing on the odd lesson on language paper 1 and then moving into summer 2 and summer 1 language paper 2. So what we're doing is working on your non-fiction skills as well. So I just want to show you this as well, how I can revise for English. So you'll see that I've written a breakdown there of how we can revise and what you can start the course early. Now, if you are at home, if you are at lockdown, or you are wanting to really start the course early, I've included the breakdown of that as well. And I've also included some GCSE stats from over the years. Let's start early. Let's start positive. This is one of your core subjects. So a regular 4 hours a week on top of your regular schoolwork and your homework, 92% of students achieve their target grade or above. 6 hours. I know that sounds quite a lot, maybe if you're in year 9, but moving into GCSE, it's your subject. You need to take ownership of it. But if you're regularly studying 6 hours a week, so think maybe a couple of hours a week, a few hours during the week, and then maybe a couple of hours on a Saturday, and then you've got the rest of the weekend free, 100% of students achieve their target grade or above. And then look at this, 8 hours a week on top of your regular schoolwork and homework, 100% of students achieve their target grade or above. Okay. So that's a nice quick introduction to the course. We're really excited to have you on it. We always get really good grades in English and we want to keep that up. And that's only done by you preparing. So I've left this quote by Benjamin Franklin, by preparing you by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. So prepare for this course. You've got that whole breakdown. Hopefully that will help. Thank you very much for your time and looking forward to seeing you in GCSE English.